I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell happened. Ugh! Sorry, guys, if you're back. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the hell happened. I really honestly do not know what the hell happened. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I really honestly truly do not know what the hell happened. I really honestly don't. No idea. I was talking and then all of a sudden it was like stream live. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell happened? You see? Hi, Divinity. How are you? I didn't forget you. I'm doing all the readings today, so I didn't forget you. Unbelievable. See? See? Somebody doesn't see? Somebody doesn't want me to be live. Telling you. I'm telling you. It's not just me. I'm telling you. Oh, Madeline, are you back in here? So cute. Guys, so if you asked, okay, what time is it? Okay, let me plug in my computer. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we were live for almost like 40 minutes. And I had questions and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I do apologize, guys, because I think I pretty much got to everybody because I think most of you that have earned like a free reading, I said I was going to still do it today and send you guys the link. So that's why certain questions I wasn't answering here on the live because I have it for you that I'm going to do today, guys. So, and I was doing one. I think I was literally in the middle of doing one and I don't know who it was. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you guys all hop on. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Sorry. So sorry. It must have been a glitch, I guess. I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't know what the hell happened. I was literally talking and then all of a sudden the chat box disappeared and then it kept in really big letters telling me like offline. Oh, do you guys like my friend's shirt? My Central Perk shirt? Jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. Oh, all right. So what time is it? I only have a little while longer anyway. I really gotta get stuff done. I really do. I really gotta try to like, you know. I'm trying. I still gotta go check my car, stuff like that, and see what the hell's going on with my car. At any rate. Okay, so let's see. Maya, yeah, you could drop something quickly in the box. Abigail, were you the last one that I was doing, right? You were the last one I was doing about the Capricorn, right? Madeline emailed me, so I have to get back to her. I hope everybody comes back on. If everybody comes back on, I'll stay for a little bit longer, but I really do. I gotta get up and start doing stuff. Okay, all right, good. You feel that? Let's see. Maya. My sister, so funny. She keeps convincing me. She's like, you got to do a TikTok with your tarot. You're going to gain more followers that way and blah, blah, blah. And because she's almost at 1,000 followers already just on TikTok, doing like silly videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I was like, I have been thinking about it. I said, I've been considering it. But I was such an advocate of against being TikTok, like being against TikTok for my son, because they say that a lot of like predators and things like that were trying to reach out to kids on there. So I was very like against the TikTok and I was like, no, F that. I'm not going to do TikTok or whatever. But now I kind of want to do it. So I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Let me actually just get some tarot for that. Tarot. Wow, that just fell out. You know what, Maya? I feel like I have to take that for you, though. I feel like I have to take that for you. And only... See, it's so weird to me because you don't normally get these readings like this. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. But let me get another card because I feel like they don't normally pull this for you, Maya, but I think they're saying, hold on. Oh my God, so funny. Sorry, I'm just listening. Oh my God, hold on, because I feel like you might relate to this expression, but they're trying to tell me like an expression based off of what you're doing. Oh my God, okay. So Maya, oh my God. And I think this is the first time that we've ever gotten something like this, kind of like negatively for you, but it's not really negative. It's just a way for you to kind of reel yourself back in. So they are saying, because you got the Eight of Cups and then you got the Three of Swords here. Now, mind you, that talks about just like loss and like heartbreak and things like that. But you're not even in that mindset. Your mindset has been very, very positive, right? Like, okay, let me put it this way. You're not like what, okay, so like the cards themselves, right, are saying like heartbreak, like loss, like depression, right? And then the Eight of Cups talks about, like withdrawing, trying to like move on. Like they know that you have been busting your ass trying to do the work to move on, to do things and to be more positive, right? To open up your heart. But the funny thing is that what I heard, Madeline, I just got your email. So as soon as I'm done with the live, I'm gonna email you because we could probably, since you want to do a reading, right? I think that's what you said. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I can include all that and everything. Does that sound good, Madeline? Because I'm going to email you as soon as I'm done with the live, and I have a special where you could do both actually for like a certain amount, and I'll also include something else in there as well. So I always try to do like special chuchi things. So I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed. I hope not anyway, because so far everybody that I've done that has been a subscriber has always loved their readings, and they've always been like, oh my God. And you'll have the link forever, so you can always go back and watch it. So yeah, so Maya, it's not that. Yeah, it is. It's that you're retreating your energy, you're lonely, like they know that. But they legit said that if you keep worrying about this love, like if you literally keep worrying about it and thinking about it, they said you're gonna legit end up manifesting yourself a fucking nightmare. Take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates, Maya. They're just saying that you're focused, like they know that you're trying your hardest, right, to move on and that you're doing the work. It's not that you're not doing the work, but it's almost like deep down inside, they're like, she's gonna manifest the crap out of something that's gonna be a fucking nightmare if she doesn't put, like looking for love, like the readings for love or whatever, because once because you ended up getting some really good love readings. Like you got some really good love readings that it's coming, that you kind of just have to like let it manifest in divine timing, right? So they're saying you're asking about it, right? And that you want to know about it, but then it's like you're still trying to manifest it yourself. Like you're still really wanting to manifest it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because they have somebody for you, but you can't get them. You're going to end up manifesting a fucking nightmare. You're going to end up manifesting the freaking devil, God forbid. You do. You have to send it because they, like a lot of times when people manifest, they don't realize that if they, like what we're supposed to do is set the intention, right? Want to manifest it. So it's okay to think about it like once a day, like it's okay to, be like, okay, you know what? I'm believing in love. I got it. Okay. I'm good. Right. But then kind of like go about your day and don't put the focus so much on that, because when you put the focus so much on that, the universe has no choice but to be like, oh my God, okay, She's manifesting it. She's manifesting it. We got to give her something. We got to give her something. And she's not ready for it, but we're going to have to give her, bam. And then it's like you get something and it wasn't what you expected. It wasn't what you thought. And guess what keeps you not believing in the universe and in divine timing? Because then you end up getting something fucked up and you're like, you see, they didn't have anybody for me. Yes, they did. But because you wanted it on your own timing, they had to provide you with something, right? Because you were manifesting it. So that's what it is. No, and there's no need for you to be like that. No, there's no need for you to be like that. And once this person comes to your life, we could do a love reading. We could do a love reading. But he's coming. He's coming. You got the good vibe for it. Like, straight up. You definitely have the good vibe for it. Like, you will attract this person into your life. But not if you're thinking about them every single day. Just put it out there, Maya. You got to just, I know it's hard. Oh my God. Maya, I know it's hard. I used to have a really hard time with that as well. And believe me, when I tell you, in my experience, I ended up manifesting the worst things possible. The worst things possible. And I will never do that again. I think about it, I put it out there, and I'm like, all right, bring it to me whenever you feel it's right. It is tough. It's one of the hardest things that a person will ever have to go through is waiting for love. It's one of the hardest things. You do. You have. It's literally, I know it sounds so cliche, but it's like that expression. If you love something truly, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was meant to be. If it doesn't, it was never intended to be yours. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, either way you have your answer, but either way, you're always going to end up with the best of what was intended for you. So I know it sounds cliche again, but like, if you've ever heard of people's stories about, people used to always tell me if I just never thought about it, it would happen. Oh my God, they were so right. It's like one of those, because it happens and then you're just like, wow, I didn't even freaking expect it. It's one of those. It is. I kid you not, it is. So let's see. But yeah. And I think, if I remember correctly, I feel like one of the ones that we have pulled for you, there was something like really good coming, right? I think I remember that there was like a really good type of love coming. Let's see. Do you feel, actually, Abigail, let me get yours really quick. I'm good, Divinity. Sorry, honey, I'm good. I'll be doing your reading later and sending it to you, okay? I am. I'm gonna, you guys helped me refocus myself. Although I'm super hot up here. It's fucking hot up here. Yes, it's true. So let's see. Communication for the Capricorn. I'm just trying to think of what. Communication with the Capricorn. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you in regards to that, Abigail. Let me see what the angel messages have to say, the ancestor messages and the numerology messages. Let me see. Communication with the Capricorn. Communication with the Capricorn. Does this Capricorn, let me just pull cards and then I'll tell you myself. I'm picking up that I feel like, well, this is what all Capricorns, but you know. Yeah, you can make a list. You can make a list of what you're looking for, like a potential partner, like a mate, like a husband, things like that. And then you could either do like a burning ritual, because then you'll release it, you know, or you could also do a burning ritual to release the toxicity from like old relationships and stuff like that. So you could always do something like that to release it, you know. Nothing will come of this situation. But that was in reverse, so I'm taking it in reverse because it will. Let's see. Abigail, does this Capricorn by any chance uses any type of substance? Like drinking, smoking? Are they on any type of medication or anything like that? Are they on any type of medication or anything? I'm just curious. Okay. This is what I fear about a lot of Capricorns, because a lot of Capricorns, like I said, they really go undiagnosed with ADHD. Like a lot of them go undiagnosed with ADHD because Capricorns, because of the fact that they're the mother of the zodiac, like they are constantly worried about a medication is an alcoholic, smokes weed. Yeah, that's because of the ADHD. That's ADHD that's gone undiagnosed. I can 100% almost guarantee that. I guarantee you that if he were to go to the doctor, like, and explain to them like what he was feeling, like explaining what he feels in his head, like there's so many things, but he can't focus on one thing or like whatever. I guarantee you that they would tell him that he has ADHD and it's gone undiagnosed for a long time. If he can get on, there's lots of adults and there's lots of adults. I remember one of my girlfriends that I used to work with was like, I think I have ADHD and it's gone undiagnosed. And I said, well, bitch, I said, you need to get checked the hell out, because she was constantly all over the place. I was constantly yelling at her like, yo, like what's going on? She was just, it was too much. And I felt for her so bad. Yes, you were the one, right? Yes, yes. So here's the thing. And just hear me out. Just hear me out, Abigail, because you're not going to like what they're, like what they're trying to say to you or whatever. But here's the thing. This person, this Capricorn doesn't, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm about to cry for this person. They hate this about themselves. They do not like that they're like this. They wish that they were different, which is why they medicate. That's why they self-medicate. There's too much going on in here. They're thinking about how can they get this done? And then they've got a bunch of ideas that they want to do. And then they can't focus on one idea. And it's literally all in the makeup and how they're made up. It's all in the energy. It's all in the way that things are playing out, like in their head, right? It's all in the way that they were made. So because of the fact that this person can't focus on one particular thing, they feel like a failure, and they feel like they've been a failure their entire life, and it's a really sad feeling to feel like that, especially when it's something that could have been helped and controlled throughout the entire time. So the way to communicate best with this person, because they're saying that the situation is going to improve, like there's, something's going to be coming out of this that's going to be better. Something is going to come out of this situation and it's going to be close to achieving the goal. But you guys have to set your sights higher. Like if you guys can't convince this person to seek treatment for the actual problem at hand, because I guarantee you, if this person were to start ADHD meds, you would see a big fucking difference for sure. It might be scary at first because they might not, they might come across as like, you look at them and you're like, oh my God, like they're not exploding. Like they're like mad chill. Like, oh my God. The ADHD medication, which I normally don't recommend because I had to put my son on it for a long time. And I was very upset to have to do it as a mom, like it was very like hurtful to me. But the way that I thought about it and the way that people kept saying to me that if he was a diabetic, I would have to give him insulin, right? It's a disease. Something happens within our makeup and our body that we can't lie about, and sometimes people just need a little bit of help to be able to learn how to deal with it and learn how to adapt to it on their own. So if this person, they're not going to get better by doing this on their own. I can 100% guarantee you that. This person is going to self-destruct if somebody does not get him help. This person will self-destruct if somebody does not get him help. The ADHD cannot go on undiagnosed any longer. And I'm telling you, the medication will make them feel like a brand new freaking person. And that in turn is going to cause the relationship to get better. So I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to approach this person. I don't know. But the way that they're saying that you can communicate better with this person is that you kind of have to put your swords down, because it's not their fault, like it's really not 100% their fault, because Capricorns are very, very impulsive if they have ADHD. And if the ADHD goes undiagnosed, then the impulsivity, it doesn't go away. It does not go away. When I tell you that my son, like he's the type that I'm like, don't do it. And he's like, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then he has to do it. It's part of who they are. They have these impulses and all this stuff in their head that they cannot keep compressed. It's all over the place. I always feel so bad. My heart always breaks for Capricorns that have gone undiagnosed with ADHD, because now that you're an adult, it's like you feel like your whole life got wasted, but there's always a way to change things around. So you're going to have to really put down your swords. And I know that it sucks because things are being done to you and you feel like you're being harmed and you feel like you're being affected, which is understandable. And I'm not trying to dismiss your feelings, but I'm just trying to get you to see things from like a different perspective, because there's so many different ways that they could be helped that will help relationships and jobs and things like that. Like this person probably hasn't been able to keep down a job for a long time. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, no, AM, and I agree, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like at a certain point, there's nothing that family can do. Like, sometimes it's legit something medical. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that can't be helped. Like, there's really not. If you continue to basically, like deal with it, it's too much energy on you, and then it's going to take away your energy, and then your energy is going to get affected, and then your life is going to start to go down here, and then you're going to get fucked up. It's too much. People need to recognize that when energy is not good for them, you have to retreat until that person gets their tower moment, because we all have to have that. And this person, literally my heart goes out to him, because this is like a daily struggle. I see it in my son every day, because I don't medicate my son every day. When the COVID things, all started or whatever the case, I didn't give that shit to him for a long time. But then when school kind of started back up or whatever, and I started noticing things, sometimes you just gotta, tweak things, because the person doesn't have to be medicated forever, but it's enough for them to try to like learn how to do their coping skills and learn how to do and incorporate the coping skills on their own, Yeah, he needs to help himself. The only thing you could do is just put the suggestion and like deal with them in a different way, like in a wholehearted manner, like just like loving manner, instead of feeling so defensive, because it may seem personal, but it's not personal. It's not about you. It's not about the family. It's literally a struggle within themselves, because they don't know who they are. They don't know what the hell to do. It's very dark in their head, like it's just very, very dark. Yeah, AM. No, and like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why there's not much you could do except like a suggestion. You know what I mean? Like, put a suggestion and then really kind of like withdraw your energy so that you're safe and you don't feel a certain type of way until they get the help that they need. But that's exactly what it is, Is it 11:11? Yay! What the heck? Delete. I'm just kidding. Anyway, sorry. I had to snap a picture of 11:11. So yeah, Abigail, I hope that helped. I feel like that was like a really like long reading, but again, if you want to book something, we could definitely dive in, because we could also like tap into this person's energy and see if maybe there's other natural ways to help them and stuff like that. But for right now, that's all I'm picking up. Yeah, Deborah, that happened to my son too as well. And I normally don't talk about this, because I used to always be super embarrassed to say that my son had ADHD, and that I chose like meds and stuff like that. Like, people have always made me feel really like weird about it. But me being who I am, I know that people out there are struggling with the same thing. And I know that for me, like I had gone out to the porch and I was crying one night, when the doctor like was suggesting that this is what needed to be done and blah, blah. So I was like, I struggled back and forth for like a long time. And the first time that I did it to do the trial and error, he was like that as well. Very different. Like, I was like, I don't see my baby. I was like, he's very different. I was like, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I had to tweak a little bit. Luckily for us, we didn't have to tweak, but maybe one time. And then we found something that was good for him, because he was still himself and still bubbly and still funny, but he was just less impulsive. So like all the times that you see him coming up in the loud and blah, blah, he wouldn't have been doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? If he was medicated. But it's just one of those things that whatever is right for you and your family, it doesn't really matter what anybody else says. It's what you guys feel you need to do in order to be your highest self and your highest good. So I don't really listen to anybody's opinions anymore. I really don't. I really don't. Let's see. Yeah, music is helpful. Like if you're the thing with people, the Capricorns with ADHD is that they find something that they really truly love. They can literally spend hours on that one particular thing, and then the impulsivity goes away because they're so focused on what they're doing. But normally, if they don't find something that they love, that's the problem because they don't, they don't know what to do. Like my son, it was Legos. If I gave him Legos and he wasn't medicated, he would sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours doing Legos and he would be fine. So it's like you have to find like a niche for them to focus on something good. Let's see. AM's like, AM, you woke up very Taurusy today. What's up? What's up? It's true, AM. It's true. It's true, AM. Alicia, let's see. Freaking hilarious, AM. I cannot with you. I cannot. But I love you. Yeah. Let's see. Alicia. Let me clarify this really quick for you, Alicia. I'm sorry. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Oh my God, I really do gotta go. What is going on with me? Nobody's called. My sister hasn't called. Anyway, I legit got freaking gypped on Fetch Rewards. Has anybody ever heard of Fetch Rewards? It's an app where you can scan all your receipts and you earn rewards for it. I've earned 2 rewards so far. Like I use them both for Barnes and Nobles to get my cards and stuff. But it's an app where you can scan, and sometimes certain things are worth certain points, so you can earn points faster, like whatever. So I was all excited because I'm almost to 10,000 points. And they told me if I scanned my next receipt, I was going to get 1,500 points, right? So I clicked on it from the email. Plus, I went in through the app. I got 100 points. Okay. They trying to mess with me today. I was like, oh no. I said, I'm going to be calling you people right now, straight up. Messing with me. You can't be messing with my money. That's one thing, man. Don't mess with my son. Don't mess with my money. Like, you trying to come at me messing with that shit. It is not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well for you. All right. Love yourself first. Why is this here? Flirt. Why is flirt here? Why is flirt here? Can I ask you a question, Alicia? Because you're not with this person right now, right? Are you with this person right now, Alicia? I have a reason for my questions. You're not, right? Okay. So, okay. All right. So, let me just pull one more card. I just want to know, this is an Aquarius, right? This is for the Aquarius? No, you're not. No. Yes. This Aquarius off my mind. Tell me about this Aquarius. Tell me about this Aquarius. Because I'm getting really mixed messages here. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here in regards to this Aquarius. almost feel like hold on, Alicia, because I'm getting a lot of this Aquarius has like a lot of this Aquarius is fucking confused, just to say the least. Pardon my French. Jeez Louise. But this Aquarius, like, they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what the hell's going on. They do, however, feel like when it comes to yeah, see, this freaking Aquarius is fucking confused as all hell. This Aquarius has not made a decision on anything. Do you see what keeps happening? Like literally let me do it so that you can see. Like sometimes it won't, do you see like it won't, like they won't go in? His energy is so freaking confused right now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I got two cards here that he's thinking about friendship and then he's thinking about falling in love. So then he's thinking about friendship and then he's thinking about falling in love. Look it. Do you see? Do you see? Mad confused. Mad confused. This Aquarius doesn't know if he wants friendship with you or if he wants love. And for some reason, and I don't know if they've told you this before or not, but they almost feel like you don't, like you're not as, this Aquarius, mixed messages for sure, hands down. Because they're literally, look, they're thinking about friendship, but then they're thinking about love. So friendship, and then they're thinking about love. And then friendship and thinking about love. I'm like, please, what the hell? Hold on. I want to see if I can just grab one more in regards to this Aquarius. You know what? I'm not even going to grab this one. I'm going to grab this one. Let me grab this one. Anyway, what I was saying before is that this Aquarius, for some reason, feels like maybe you're not as like sexually attracted to them as they are to you, because they feel very unfulfilled. And when I clarified the flirt card, like it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. They feel like physically you're closed off to them, like in a sexual way, like you're not as playful, maybe like with them, you know, like they feel very like it's not enough for them. Like they feel unfulfilled in that particular department. So I don't know if like, maybe if they tried to like play with you or like, you know, that you were probably like, stop or whatever. Like it's like one of those things where they don't feel as if you're playful with them, and they need somebody to be playful with them. This person is a very playful person. Do you see what I'm saying? Friendship and then trust. Like he doesn't know what the hell he wants. And because of that energy, you're thinking about him because it's like a codependent relationship. Because look at, to clarify the codependency, you got the Queen of Swords, which is somebody that's very like, you know, like self-sufficient, like a really honest, reliable person. And so he likes that part about you. So he won't let you go mentally because he likes that part of you. It's like that. It's like a codependent thing for him to know that you'll always be there, if that makes sense. And then with the Love Yourself First card, they're telling you, you really need to make a choice here. Like you need to have a wake-up call as to whether or not you really want to pursue something like this, like being back and forth, or if you want to just continue to move forward. Because I'm not picking up on any type of, not to say that he doesn't have like lovey-dovey feelings, but he's not even sure what he feels right now because he's very back and forth between friendship and love. But one thing is for sure is that part of the thing that's affecting him from thinking that this could lead to love is the fact that he doesn't feel you're as playful. You're not as playful and like as, I don't want to say like sexual because I don't think that it's not anything about sex. It's just about being playful. It's about being like, you know, like flirty. You know how like sometimes people need that like flirtatious energy in order to really move forward with stuff? That's what it is. But you need to figure that out because this person, the reason why you're thinking about them is because they still have a cord to you. Hi, Melvin. They still have a cord to you because they like the codependency. They like who you are, but they just can't decide if they want friendship or love. So they're fucking confused. And usually when people are confused, in my experience, you have to let them be without trying to pursue anything because then guess what it's going to do? It's going to confuse them even more. And you don't want that. Not at all. Okay. Yes. They really are super important. And Yeah, they are. And I have been withdrawing my energy from a lot of people that I was just like, F this, you know? There you go, Alicia. See, yeah. And it's so funny because it's so funny. This is what happens with people a lot of times, though. Because when you, okay, so like right now, your perfect example that you're saying, you were very flirty in the beginning, but then he felt closed off. So then you step back. So you retreated your energy, right? This is what happens. So a lot of times, like I said, it's not personal. Like it's not anything that we're doing that is making a person act weird or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like 90% of the time, guys, it's not even what you're doing. It is trauma and it is things that and baggage that people have from past relationships, whether that be friendships, mother, father, you know, whatever. Like they have so much shit that they carry with them that you in turn might think like, maybe I did something, or maybe like, I don't know, whatever case, so I'm just gonna like withdraw. And then in turn, you're withdrawing your energy, right? So then you're being less flirtatious, and then they're thinking, did I do something? Like, why should I not be flirtatious? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like people end up thinking the same thing, not knowing what the hell's going on. Why? Because nobody's communicating. Everybody's being very like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Girl, I have learned a long time ago that if something really truly is bothering you or whatever, there's always a way to ask somebody without that person getting defensive. There's always a way to be like, listen, you know, I just wanted to check in with you really quick. Like I always tell people, I'm like, let's do an energy check-in. Like, can we just like check our energy for like a second? Like I've just been picking up like that maybe, is that me? Or is there something going on with you? Like, is there a vibe or whatever? I just wanted to make sure. There's always a way to do something very diplomatically so that it's not, you know, like conducive to people feeling like attacked or something. There's always a way, I'm telling you. There's always a way. But you see, I was right because that's exactly what he's thinking. He's thinking, well, what the hell? She's not like, do you know what I'm saying? So in turn, it's causing him to be confused and not knowing, you know, do I want friendship? Do I want this? So it's like, it's not anything that you're doing, honey. So you didn't do anything wrong. You're just doing what you feel that maybe you learned or that you have in your mind to do. There's nothing wrong with that. But you heard it from here, Melissa, the Green Eye Phoenix Goddess. That's what you should do. So for now, they want you to let it play out, Alicia. For now, they want you to let it play out. See what happens. It's not a bad person. This person isn't a bad person. I don't pick up that they're like a terribly bad person or anything like that. They're not like using you or anything, but they're just not sure. They don't know how to feel. They don't know friendship. They don't know. At this moment in time, they're just not sure. But that's why, to answer your question, that is why he keeps popping up. It's because he wants you to be thinking about him still. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the energy. Hey, Melvin. Okay. What time is it? Oh, should I go? I guess I should go, huh? It's already going to be 11:30, guys. What should I do? I got to go check my car, guys, and see if it starts. I'm not sure if it's going to start or not. We shall see, but I don't know. You ever get somebody to like look at your stuff and like your stories, or like if you post something and you're just like, I know this person doesn't like me. Like, why the hell are they looking at my shit? I know, Melvin. Melvin, if you were here, would you look at my card for me if I called you up and said, hey? Like, even if I wasn't involved with you, like we were just friends for the moment, like, would you be like, I'm coming right over, Green Eyes. I'm coming right over. Oh, Melvin, I knew you would. I knew you would. I knew you would. Did you receive any of the decks, AM? Did you get any other decks or anything like that? You know what I think is going on? Well, first of all, I hit a pothole yesterday that was unexpected, and so that my tire pressure came down. Now, mind you, my father's a mechanic. I'm the daughter of a mechanic, so like I know how to change my own oil. I can change my own tire. I do a lot of shit. I've always been very independent. I do a lot of shit. I do things in my house. I do things by myself. I unclog toilets. I do all that shit by myself. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that. I really am. But live to roll, love messages, true romance. Nah, what's true romance? What's true romance? I was gonna say show me, but you can't show me. We're not in Zoom. You can't show me. So I think it needs an oil change. I think the oil's so dirty that it's registering as if I don't have any oil. So it's acting a little wonky, and I do. I need to get an oil change, but I think I do have oil in my car. I'm just gonna put it in there and hope for the best until I can make an appointment tomorrow. Oh, these AM. You know what, Fiona? I am proud. I honestly have to say, I literally am proud. I remember I would always go. I learned how to cook from my father. My father taught me everything about my car. You know, I am. I actually am. Because I remember he was changing one time and I said, can I go? Can I do it? Can I get down there with you and see what you're doing down there? I was like, I should learn, right? I said, in case I never get married one day, God forbid or whatever, I said, I got to do my own shit. Teach me. So he taught me. So I learned how to cook for my dad. He taught me how to do things in my car, any type of sounds or whatever. Like I might call him, but for the most part, I'll tell him, I think it's this. And then he'll come and say, it's that. You're right. You know, so it's one of those. I do. I actually kind of like, I honestly have to say, I feel like very sexy when I'm doing things with my car because I remember, I'll tell you guys a funny story. And I don't think this guy will ever watch this video ever. But one time I felt so bad. I really didn't mean to make him feel bad. I really didn't. And I don't think I did. I think he did it to himself. There was, I used to live in Lake George for like a little bit, Lake George, New York. And there was a very young guy out there. I was older, but there was a very young guy out there. My friend was like, he's obsessed with you. Oh my God, just take a drive with him. Please just talk to him, give him a chance or whatever. And I was always, back in the day, always did things to make people happy. So I said, okay, I'll go for a ride or whatever. Nice guy, very nice guy. Young guy with, you know, dreams, hopes, goals. I love that. You know, he was very sweet. It just wasn't for me. You know how you just know, like, whatever. But I said, I'll go, I'll talk to him, whatever. So I was talking to him, giving him advice on what he should do with his life and everything like that. And we ended up getting a flat tire. I have never seen somebody freak out, especially like I don't want to say this because I'm not sexist, but like a dude. I've never seen a dude freak out about a flat tire. Like I was like, I forget his name. I think I know his name, but I'm not going to say it. I was like, bro, you all right? And he was like, what are we gonna do? He was like, I don't have AAA. I don't know how to change a tire, whatever the case. Like he was freaking out. And I kind of just stood back and I was like, okay. I was like, but what's the problem? I was like, do you have a spare? Like in the back, I was like, do you have a spare? I said, I'll change it for you. Guys, when I tell you that his eyes were like this, he was like, what do you mean? He was like, you know how to change a tire? And I stepped back and I said, yeah, I was like, my father's a mechanic. I was like, I can change a tire. I said, you want to sit in the car? I said, you want to stay here, stay warm, I'll change it for you. I went out to change the tire while he sat in the car warm and I changed the tire, okay? And when we finally drove back and he dropped me off, he couldn't even look at me. He looked at my friend and said, I'm so fucking embarrassed. I don't understand. He was like, your girlfriend had to change my fucking tire. And I just can't believe it. I need to go. I need to find out what's going on tomorrow. I need to learn how to change a tire. I feel so less of a man right now. And I told him it wasn't even about that. It wasn't being any less of a man. It was the fact that he was freaking out about it. Usually, listen, if there's a problem or something occurs, don't freak out. We just sit and we say, okay, how am I going to fix this problem? What can I do to fix the situation, right? So he was freaking out. He was so bad. I didn't see him for the rest of the time that I lived up there. I didn't see him for the rest of the time that I lived up there. Every time that I possibly had dropped my friend off and he was there, he would go the other way because he felt so embarrassed. Not only that I changed his tire, but that I told him that he could sit in the car, that he didn't have to stay outside with me because it was cold. It was in the middle of fucking winter. So he kept telling all his friends, I'm getting embarrassed. I don't understand. I can't believe she fucking changed my tire. Who the hell, what woman knows how to change a tire, whatever? And I said, well, this woman does. I said, because my papi, my daddy, I said, showed me how to do that shit so I don't have to depend on any fucking papi. So that was a funny story about my tire changing. Guys, there's a book coming soon. I'm going to be writing a book about my life. People that have been friends that have been in my life that maybe I don't, like have so much as more anymore, whatever, they would tell you that they literally, I've heard my friends constantly tell me, you need to write a book. Something's always happening with you. There's always something going on, or you've always predicting something or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I do have to write a book. I've got lots and lots of stories. Lots of stories. I'm only going to be 40 next year in March, okay? In my 40 years, I've been through some shit. I got stories upon stories. I really do. Oh my God. Okay, so let's do this. If you guys are down, let's do this. If you guys want to do like a quick Q&A, I'm going to leave it open for like, the next 15 minutes, and then I'll get off. You guys can ask me whatever you want to ask me, and I promise you I'll be as open as I can. Do you guys want to do that? Let's do that. And then maybe if I come on later or whatever, I'll do some more readings. But why don't we do that for the last 15 minutes? Any question? There will be no question off limit here, and I will answer in the most honest, truthful way that I possibly can. So shoot, go for it. I got 15 minutes. What? Eggs tarot card question to ask question about you. What? Melvin, I'm so confused. Eggs? What? Oh, ask. Oh, your question disappeared, Melvin, so now I can't see it. AM. All right, I did say I was going to be honest. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it's better than it always has been, I feel like, in the past, but it's still not the way that I would like it. So I'm kind of just putting a pin in it for right now. I'm kind of just doing me. I'm doing me. Like the Twin Flame Journey says, I'm just doing me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. I still love me a Taurus, though. I really do. I still love me a Taurus. I really love their earthy. I really do. Questions for me or tarot questions? No, questions for me. Me, Melvin, a Q&A for me. So you guys can ask me whatever you'd like for the next, 18 minutes that 13 minutes or whatever that I'll be on here. And then the next time that I come on, I'll do more readings. It's just that those particular questions I answered, they were very draining. You're welcome, Fiona. See you later. See you later, alligator, as they say. Oh. Okay, sounds good. I guess he's not coming. Okay. You're welcome, Fiona. Bye. Thank you. Thank you guys for lifting up my energy. I know, twin. I know. But you know what? They do well, to be honest. I know it sounds so crazy, like fucked up to say about Tauruses. They do mean so well in their heart. They may not go about it the right way, but they mean well. They really truly do mean well in their heart. I have dealt with the Twin Flame Journey, Deborah. I still feel like it's going on, but I'm at the stage right now where I'm kind of just, it's not that I didn't reconcile. There's reconciliation, but I still feel iffy about it. So I'm kind of in the journey of I need to live myself first, like free myself first. So that's what I'm doing, and just keeping open mind. Let's see. So what was the next one? What's the scariest paranormal experience you've had? Oh my God. AM, do you want to know? Has anybody ever seen Poltergeist? Have you guys ever seen Poltergeist? All right. Well, at any rate, if you've never seen Poltergeist, it's that movie with the family who lives in the home that was built over the cemetery, and they didn't know that, over the Indian, I think, plantation or something like that, and they never knew that, right? It's scary. It's scary. So when I was younger, and people still actually, till this day, people will still tell me, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And I'm like, But yes, I did. It's funny because you know how like when somebody's constantly telling you that you're not right, you're not right, you're not right, you almost end up believing that and then almost forgetting your exact truth. That's exactly what happened to me. So what happened was, it wasn't even anywhere around watching the movie, nothing. This was completely separate. But the reason why I'm mentioning the movie is because there was a man there with a black hat, older man, really, really old, like white hair, really, really old. He would always sing like in the movie, he would sing like a song. And it was like in regards to the girl, because the girl ended up getting like caught into the spiritual realm or whatever. It's a crazy movie. It's really good. It's a fucking classic. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it. It is a fucking classic. This man, and it wasn't this man, obviously, because this was an actor. But I remember, and it had nothing to do with the movie. It was, I think it was like years after I seen the movie. My cousins and my sisters used to always make us watch really scary shit when I was younger, like maybe when I was even before I was ready. So I grew up real fast. Yes, Melvin. So you've seen it? Thank you. Yeah, like the girl ended up, her spirit was like through the TV. It's a good movie. It's a very scary movie, but it's very good. So at any rate, there was one time, a few times actually, there was one time where I was like outside, I think like with my cousin, like we were just playing outside or whatever. And I saw a figure that looked just like this man across the street standing at a pole. And I remember I was initially scared, but then I wasn't scared, right? Like I was, but then I wasn't, because he didn't come with like I don't think he was coming with a bad intention. I think he was coming to me to show me that I have like this gift, right? But I think once I started to just ignore, like I was seeing him, because everybody, I would tell my mom and people would be like, you're crazy, like stop, you don't know what, you know. And I'm like, but I did. So it's like they kept telling me that I was wrong so much that I eventually just felt like if I was lying, I wasn't lying, because now thinking back at everything, I'm like, that really was fucking true. At any rate, I would be in school and I felt like because I was trying not to acknowledge this presence because everybody told me that it wasn't real. I was trying to ignore it. Let me tell you how I used to get fucking tripped in elementary school. I used to get tripped in elementary school by this person, okay? Didn't really see a face, only saw the hat and like the outfit. They never really like presented to me like who they were, but I just felt they weren't like a mean energy. I just think that they were upset that I wasn't acknowledging them, so they were fucking with me. And I was little. I was like maybe 6 or 7. He was tripping me. He tripped me constantly in school. There was like 2 or 3 times that I got tripped. And then my mom was like, who tripped you? And I'm like, this man. So nobody ever believed me. You know, nobody really ever believes young kids when they say things like that, right? But I have to say that was the most scariest because they literally interacted with me. It was the first time ever that I had like a spirit interact with me that was like upset that I wasn't acknowledging them, because obviously they came to me because they knew that I had a gift, but I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of strange things happened with the cast. Like I remember the girl ended up dying. Like it was a lot of like crazy stuff, but it was a really, really good movie. So if it has to be my scariest, I would say that's the scariest because they actually hurt me. Like they were tripping me and shit, you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't like that. So that's actually what turned me into not realizing that I had all my gifts until just like maybe a year or 2 ago. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't embrace anything because I didn't want nothing about it. So yeah, and I was younger. That's what I'm saying. Like I was younger, and I just think that they were very upset that I wasn't acknowledging them, not knowing that I wasn't aware that I had this gift, you know? All right, so let me see the next question. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get to all the questions, guys. Let me see. So, Abigail, the major advice in order for you to hear and like just kind of know, like if you're connecting, you definitely have to meditate at like in some way, shape, or form, whether that be even if you have like a guided meditation on, or even if you just sit with yourself in complete silence. You have to legit sit and just be completely quiet and see what you can hear, because what happens is, we were talking about this in tower class the other day, your ego takes over. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't, within the 3 seconds of you hearing or possibly seeing something, your ego literally after 3 seconds kicks in, and then you're like, did I just see that? No, I didn't see. And that happens. So it's like you have to legit in trust in what you feel and see and hear first, because that is what is trying to be communicated to you. So meditation does help a lot with that. Meditation music, just sitting, being still, being outside, grounding, anything that can clear your aura and your energy so that you can allow others to come in will help you connect more. I mean, listen, I'm a firm believer that we can all connect. You know, we definitely all can. I do feel that others, more than most, like I think I was telling Melvin this the other day, like about reading tarot and stuff. Others have other special gifts that make them connect and attract more things, if that makes sense. But in general, you can all literally connect in regards to yourself. You can all connect. I think I've seen that video, as a matter of fact, Melvin. Yeah. Oh my God. AM. There's movies and shows that I have seen that I could tell you that I seen when I was younger that I'm like, why the hell did but I had a lot of older cousins. So a lot of my older cousins, you know, they were like our babysitters. So it's like we would all hang out, you know, while we're talking, you know, very big Hispanic family, you know, always doing gatherings and things like that. So when we did that, it's not fair, right? To have like the older kids want to do something and then you can't because the younger kids. So the older kids were just like, fuck it, we're going to throw this on or whatever the case. So literally every possible scary movie, hey Deandra, every possible scary movie or show or like whatever, most likely I've seen it. I even saw Faces of Death. Has anybody ever seen that shit? Has anybody ever seen that shit? My eyesight. AM. I feel like Tyler's tarot in the house. AM. Did you? Oh my God. I did a video. When did I do it? I think it was like 2 months ago. Because you know they came out with a new one on Netflix, right? You're not the only one. That, for some reason, it wasn't even scary. It wasn't a scary show. It was just a show of like discoveries and, you know, maybe somebody disappearing or you don't know or whatever. It wasn't even really like a scary show. That song, like the tune and the man's voice, till this day, I'm like, ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't like unsolved things. Yeah. And something about the way that he talks makes it scary. And I feel like they intentionally did that because that's what they wanted to draw in for the views and the audience. So it's like they knew exactly what they were doing. Whoever created that show was a freaking genius because we're still talking about it to this day. Okay. Yeah, you know what's funny, Abigail, is yesterday, that's what I was seeing. There was a lot of orbs in my house yesterday. Lots of orbs, pretty colors, you know, like there was one that was like clear and like sparkly. So that's why I said like there wasn't scary presence in my home. It was just that I didn't want any company yesterday. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want any presence in my home yesterday, but I end up seeing like orbs and colors and things like that too. And I always used to brush them off, but it's not. It's them trying to not just communicate with you because sometimes they might not even be trying to say anything, but it's just them trying to let you know that we are here, like we do exist. Like, you know, you need something tangible, here it is. I'm gonna throw you an orb. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just them letting you know that they are present. You know, their presence is present. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to think of anything else like under scary. Oh, did anybody see Faces of Death? Has anybody ever seen that shit? I will never forget it. I will never forget it. Oh God, The Exorcist. The Exorcist. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about The Exorcist? I used to be scared. Don't get me wrong. I used to be scared. But because I used to go through a lot of shit, like I feel like when I was younger, like spiritually or just, you know, energy, and as a young kid, you don't know what the hell, like you just don't, like a lot of times my family would tell me that when I was younger, I was constantly talking, like I was talking super fast, and I never knew because inside I always felt very like calm, cool, collected, because that's me. That's how I was made, right? But all the energies that used to just, like kind of like stay on me, I never knew when I was little. So I was like constantly getting in trouble. It was hilarious. Michael Myers was not I did not like Michael Myers either. I still to this day, if I see the fucking mask somewhere, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't like it. Not about it. Not about it. I'll watch the movies, because I remember the movies, like the girl being in the dresser and shit like that. But the actual mask, somebody tried to do that to me, I think last year, and I almost hit them. I was almost like, what the? And I almost hit them, like I almost threw a punch because I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, Mama, so about The Exorcist, because they redid it, like they had a show not too long ago about it or whatever. And even though obviously like the evil stuff scares me, I don't like to delve in anything. I don't like when people use evil to try to overtake it. Like obviously that's never my forte. But I always find stuff like that so intriguing. So that's why sometimes I force myself to watch things like that, because not only do I have to know about all the good, I have to know about all the evil, because it's going to help me do my job better. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I have to open up just a little bit to kind of learn so that I can know what I need to go against, if that makes sense. But yeah, I saw The Exorcist very young as well. And there were quite a few scenes in there that I just felt were very distasteful towards, God and everything like that. Like I cannot watch it again. How about that? I just cannot watch it again. I can't, because I feel like there were certain things in there that I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Like I know the remake, they had her come down like a spider, like backwards or whatever. I wasn't about that. I wasn't about her masturbating with the crucifix or whatever. I just wasn't about it. Certain things, I'm going to have to switch off because certain things are a little too much, Look at me pulling cards. I'm not even pulling cards constantly. I'm constantly shuffling. But yeah, there's like so many, oh my God, so many shows and movies. And it's just, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And then I think the only other like really not scary AM, but the only other real like true encounter that I felt like I had that was like, excuse me, like a physical encounter was when my bed was shaking and it made me think about the fucking Exorcist. And this actually wasn't too long ago. This was like maybe a couple months ago when I started my YouTube and everything. All of a sudden I went to go lay down to go to sleep. And my bed was shaking. Like my bed was shaking, like literally if somebody was kicking like my bed. And Michael was in his tent next to the bed. So I thought it was him. I said, stop kicking the bed. I was like, it's so annoying. Don't kick the bed. What are you talking about? He was like, I'm not even kicking anything. So he insisted it wasn't him. And it kept happening. It was a spirit that was on my bed. And they were like, like legit shaking my bed because they were trying to get my attention. I didn't acknowledge them. I said it was too late for fucking messages. I was like, it's too late for messages. I was like, so no. I was like, I'm sorry. It's too late. It's too late. And I think like maybe 5 minutes later they gave up and then they stopped. But I don't get scared anymore like that really, because it's like, they're going to try to get my attention, which is fine. But, I was like, no. Nope. I said, I'm not having it. Sorry. I was like, nope. Yeah. So crazy. Oh, anyway, all right, I'm going to stay on for 10 more minutes, guys. Hi, Scorpio Giselle. You're one of the other ones that I said I still have your reading to do, okay? I didn't forget. I didn't forget about you. I'm going to be working on them today. So let's see. I actually might, when I hop off, I actually might just do recordings while Micah's still not here, because my sister, bless her heart, will drop him off so I don't have to drive anywhere because I can't. On my way to work. Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Sorry, guys. Okay. Anywho, I got like 10. I'm going to do like 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. So what other questions do you have for me? that I can answer. I'm surprised nobody was getting like crazy, asking some like real crazy questions. I was waiting. I love crazy questions. Come on, guys. Give me like a really good question that I can answer for you about myself. You can get to know me a little bit better. I'm quite a bit of a package, I guess I have to say. Just kidding. But I am. I'm a little bit of a package. I'm a package deal. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm a package deal. So what other questions? It's really hot in here today. Oh my God. Oh, no wonder. Let me turn off that damn light. What other questions? Huh. How many times have I been in love? That's actually a good one. No, I love that, AM. I love that. So it's so funny because before I knew anything about love, right? Like I didn't, once I started embracing my gifts and everything like that, like I didn't really know that we had, like soulmates and karmic, people and things like that, like people to teach us lessons. I didn't know any of that, right? So when I started to learn about all that, I did take a day and I started to reflect back on who I felt was a soulmate, who I felt was like a karmic. So if I have to really think back, I think I thought that I was in love several times, but I don't think that I really truly have ever been in love until recently. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, not recently, but like, you know what I mean? Like with my journey that I'm going through right now. But I used to always think I was in love with past people. I don't think it was anything about being in love. I think it was just lessons that I was meant to learn. So I've had a couple soulmates, but they were meant to teach me lessons, which thankfully I did. And then I did have a karmic, which was, the person who I share a child with. I feel that he was my karmic because it was very much like it felt like love, but I don't think it was love. I think it was a lot of codependency. So I did get my blessing. I got my baby out of that, but that was more of like a karmic. So I feel like maybe only once, really, to be honest. AM. If I'm really being honest, I think it's really just once, to be honest. The funniest thing to happen to me? Oh my God, Deborah. The funniest? Oh my God. I have so many funny stories. Like, I'll tell you a recent funny story. How about that? Because I have so many, like people, like I'm telling you, all my friends are like, you need to write a book. Like, only you. They're like, only shit happens to you. So we all know with COVID, you're not able to go to the motor vehicles, right? So recently, I think it might have been like 3 or 4 months ago, I want to say, they finally said, you can go, and renew your I want to say it was the registration or my license. It was my license. So I could, Melvin. I might do that for the next couple minutes. Hold on, Melvin. So I filled out all my paperwork. I remember because I had a sunflower case, right? And then I had a sunflower watch wristband. So I remember I walked in, the lady was like, oh my God. She was like, I love those sunflowers. I love it. She was like, you were just coming in with this great energy. I don't even know this lady. I didn't even say 2 words to this lady. The second I walked in, she started talking. I was like, yeah. I was like, hi, good morning. So she told me, go right on in, push the ticket and go. And I said, okay, great. I had an appointment. There legit was only about 3 people in the motor vehicles that day, like 3 people. All the workers are there, right? I'm sitting, I took my ticket. Everything was registered in the system. I printed out a ticket, so my number was there. I'm sitting and I was like, all right. I was like, let me not say anything. So I'm sitting, 15 minutes passes by, 20 minutes pass by. All the people have gone except for the workers, right? So I was sitting and I was like, I said, let me get up and say something. I said, I guess it's time. I said, it's time to get up and say something. So the lady looked at me. She goes, can you come up here for a second? She was like, are you still waiting? And I said, yeah, I was actually going to come up and ask you. I was like, so this is my ticket. Do you know that my ticket, for whatever reason, because it did register, because they wouldn't give you a ticket if your number didn't register to the system, my number was nowhere to be found. Nowhere. She said, how weird. She was like, this has never happened here. You have your I said, yeah, my ticket's right here. She goes, oh my God. I said, you know what, ma'am? I'm just one of those people. I was like, shit like that happens to me all the time. I was like, so I'm not even worried about it. I was like, I just need to get my license renewed or whatever. She just couldn't believe it. She was like, this is so weird. This has never happened. Nobody's in here. She was like, I don't believe it. She just couldn't believe it. I was like, ma'am, I'm going to be 40. I was like, this happens to me all the time. I said, so it's all right. I said, no, it's all right. I said, you'll get used to it. I said, don't even dwell on it. It's fine. We're good. She was like, no, I got to have them check the thing. And I said, it's not the system. I was like, it's me. I said, I come with weird energy. I was like, it's not the system. Your system is fine because it took care of everybody else. I said, but it's just me. I have weird energy. Even though it's good, it's weird. I said, weird shit will start to happen when I'm around. I said, don't worry about it. So she finally calmed down, but it was funny. I was like, wow. I was like, all right. That's fine. I said, it didn't register. No big deal. I said, register it now by hand. Let's see. Oh God, I have so many interests, Scorpio Giselle. I love to sing. I'm a singer. Maybe you guys might not know that about me, but I actually do sing. I love to sing. I sing. I like to write. I definitely love to meditate and journal for sure. Like I need my alone time. Like I absolutely have to have it. So I like to do stuff like that. I like to be creative. So like I'll write. I'll try to see if I could like invent things. I love cooking. So I'm always getting creative in some sort of aspect, you know, whether that be cooking or writing or just like all kinds of crazy stuff. I just love a lot of things. I love a lot of things. I write songs. I write, you know, stories, like stuff like that. But mostly my favorite would be probably like singing and dancing. I have to have movement in my life. So like I'll be singing, dancing like a crazy person, like for my workout. I'll record it one day and I'll show you guys, but not right now. But I do. I get real crazy when I'm singing and dancing. Like I get all kinds of crazy. My son will be like, shut up, mommy. You're so loud. Always. I'm like, you're so mean. You're so mean to me. And Micah loves games and Legos. Micah loves to build. Micah will build guns. Micah will build buildings. Micah will build, and I'm not talking about when he builds guns like little kids with like Legos. Right? He will build the receivers. He puts in the silencer. Like my son is fucking amazing. My son builds amazing things. So I'm working on stuff for him to be a successful. I got to tap those Capricorn energies into something positive for him. Okay, so Melvin suggested that maybe I ask you guys some questions that I don't know. So yeah, he like legit like loves to build, and he can crack anything. He can crack anything. He's like a freaking hacker. On top of that, I'm telling you, Capricorns are extremely smart. But he did get his smarts from me. He did. He got his smarts from me because he knows his mama's smart. I'd be always shutting him down, always. He loves math. He's very good at math. I wouldn't say that he 100% likes it. He maybe 80% likes it, but he's so good at math. Same thing with me. I'm extremely good at math. I'm very fast with math, but I hate it. I hate math. I hate math. I hate it. I hate it. My poor math teacher, Miss Crampton, if you ever watch this video, bless your heart, because you know damn well that I should have gotten an F, but you fucking passed me to graduate. She knows. Bless her heart, because she saw how hard I was trying to like get it, because I could give her the answer, but she always needed me to break down how I got it. And that was my struggle, is that I was like, I don't know how to break it down to you that because some people are just like that with math. I'm one of those people. I couldn't explain to her. And so I was always horrific in math. I was always struggling with math. I hated it. But bless her heart, she was a good soul. She passed me. She know damn well she didn't need to pass me. She didn't need to pass me. She really didn't. She could have been a BITC. She'd been like, you know what, Melissa? The grade's not there. Unfortunately, you're going to have to repeat. You're going to have to come to summer school. And you're not going to be able to walk with your class. She didn't do that. She freaking was a sweetheart and passed me. She was. Very nice lady. Miss Crampton, if you're out there, I love you. I know you're out there. I think she's on my Facebook even. Like, that's how cool I thought she was. She's on my Facebook too. So anyway, okay. So Melvin suggested, because you know what? I might as well just stay on until Micah gets here. I'm just going to stay on until Micah gets here. It's fine. We're cool. You guys are cool. You're chilling. I'm a chill. Whatever. So Melvin, let's see. Melvin suggested I ask you guys a question. So let's see. Who do we still have in here? Melvin, since you suggested that, I'm going to ask you first. Let's see, Melvin. Melvin, what can I ask you? I don't know, Melvin. What can I ask you? Oh, all right. Let me ask you this, Melvin. Melvin, if you as a Taurus, right? If you as a Taurus where you were committed, right? And you had a marriage, whatever the case, and you were committed, but you didn't feel the connection with this person, and then you met somebody else that really like took your connection like to another level, would you leave your karmic partner for your true love? I'm just asking because you're a Taurus. Just asking. So that's your question, Melvin. AM. What am I going to ask you, AM? AM, how old are you? Did I ask you that before? How old are you? You know what? You don't need to tell me because I think I have your date of birth. Don't even tell me. That's not a good question. That's not a good question. I have a good question for you, AM. When did you feel like you wanted to do tarot? Like, what made you want to do tarot, AM? I know, but I always say that because I feel like you're a baby. I feel like a vieja. I always say that. I'm sorry, I do. I'm about to be 40 and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm going to embrace 40 like nobody's fucking business. But I do feel like a vieja. I do feel like a vieja. I've been through some shit. All right, so that's your question, AM. Abigail, what can I ask Abigail? Abigail, do you feel I graduated in good old 1990 fucking. I remember I was so excited to graduate in 99. I don't know what the hell came over me. I was just like, woo, 1999. Like I was all excited. Abigail. Abigail, I don't know why I feel drawn to ask you, is your family super religious? Like, would your family be a family that would have a problem with tarot? That's my question for you, Abigail. Deborah, my question for Deborah is, Deborah, do you like the chase? I'm picking up, I feel like you like the chase. You like to be chased, right? I feel like you like to be chased. No, Abigail? Okay. I don't know why I felt like I was picking up like it would be like super religious. Were you like super religious? Let me put it this way. Were you a religious person before you came to believe in like tarot and stuff like that? Like, did you have a certain religion? And it's a question. Sometimes I have a feeling or whatever, but it's just a question. I'm just asking. Scorpio Giselle. What can I ask Scorpio Giselle? Really, AM? Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. I always used to feel called to do stuff like that too for some reason. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's so funny because there was always one thing. Melvin, would you really? Would you really? Don't lie to me, Melvin. Don't lie to me, Melvin. What if there was a family involved? What if there was kids? What if there was like, like certain things like that? Would you risk it all for true love? Like if you knew that okay, it's gonna be hard and everything like that. Wow, Mev. Okay, all right. Nice. Deborah, I just had to ask because it took Melvin a while to decide Scorpio Giselle. That's so funny. That it did, Melvin, because I asked that question. You were like the first one I asked the question for. That's true. Scorpio Giselle, you're on point. That's true. Um, Scorpio Giselle, what can I ask you? I think I already know though, but Scorpio Giselle, are you Hispanic? I think I already know. I feel like I already know that. A 15th century tarot deck? Oh my God. Yeah. It's so what I was gonna say about that AM is that it's so funny because I remember I'm gonna do a whole video about this. I just haven't felt like the timing is right yet, but really briefly, I will tell you guys, like really quickly, like my kind of like a little bit about my journal, but Mexican. Oh, yay! I always say I was Mexican in a past life. I swear to God, I feel like I was Mexican in a past life. Oh, okay. I was like, who's anyway? At any rate, it's funny because I grew up Catholic, right? Like I really did. I grew up Catholic. So, I grew up with, crucifixes and, like we were talking about, I think in tarot class or like one of the lives, like water by the door for like the, which I still have to do, by the way, actually hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. Water by door. That my aunt used to do, like all my aunts and stuff. So, no, oh, did you, Melvin? We probably got delayed here in the chat. Sorry, Melvin. We're not jumping down your back. We're just messing with you. That's all. So I grew up Catholic, right? So I did grow up. We didn't always go to church. Like it wasn't always like a church thing or whatever the case, but we did always say like prayers and things like that. Like I did grow up religious, right? I remember that for some reason when people would want me to really be religious, like I think I tried Christianity. Like I tried to really connect with some sort of spirituality. I tried going to like a Christian church. Like I tried so much to try to incorporate spirituality with me and my son. But I remember saying something one time to somebody, I can't remember who it was, but I remember saying like, I feel like the devil's calling me. I said, I don't know why. And I don't mean the devil itself, because this is me not really embracing who I was, thinking that because everybody always told me all this is evil, it's evil, it's evil. That's what I thought, right? So I always felt very drawn to the occult stuff, meaning like the tarot and very into like the feelings and the energy and all that stuff, because I knew that I was gifted. I knew it, right? But I didn't know how to express it. So I tried so hard to dabble in all these other things. And for a while, it helped for a while because it was something spiritual. I was connecting with something, right? Because I connect. But something always made me go against whatever religion I was trying to pursue. Like something always pulled me away, always. And I used to always tell my friends, I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, you guys are saying to me, like, I'm like, it's the devil. I said, but it doesn't feel like the devil. I said, it feels like something greater is calling me, something of a higher power is calling me. I said, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel evil. I was like, it doesn't feel like anything like that. So finally, when I embraced it, I embraced everything, and then I let go of all the other things. But it's funny because, when you're called, you're called. It doesn't matter what you do. You could try and dabble in other things or whatever, but what really truly is for you will not pass you. That's noble, Melvin. I feel like that's noble. I think too what plays into that though, Melvin, is like backgrounds. You know what I mean? Because um I feel like different cultures might see it differently. So I think different cultures like will torture themselves to be so, like the Taurus is like very diplomatic and like very, loyal and just very traditional or whatever. So I feel like it's a little bit different when it comes to different situations, I guess. But that's good to know. It's good to know that eventually you would just be like, F this, I'm coming to get my person. That's a good question for Melvin and AM, my two Tauruses here. That's a good question for you. So when you guys were in separate, or like when you guys have been in separation from your people, right? Like when you guys have had separations from your people, or you've gone through that type of uh when you've gone through that type of energy, was there ever a point where you felt like if this person did something that's it, they would literally lose your love, like you could not reconcile with them at all? Is there something that you guys feel for Tauruses that's unforgivable that you guys would not give another chance to? And this is the follow-up question. If you did give this person a chance, or if you decided to apologize for something or whatever, does that mean that you truly feel those feelings for those person, that anything that they do bad will be brushed off because of those intense feelings that you have for them? Does that make sense? For my Tauruses, does that make sense? Oh, Scorpio Giselle. Yes, that's what I mean. Like, it's like, like time wasted. You cannot get that time back in another lifetime, perhaps, but you're not going to get it back in this lifetime. So it sucks to waste time. Okay, I'm glad that you changed that. Listen, because I'm like, she does not look like she's been married for 36 years. Like, I was like, what? You would be what, AM? You would be what, AM? I'm confused. Hold on. I think it would be having a child with another person. You mean like harder to leave, right? Yes, I definitely agree with that too. Like, you as a Taurus, you're saying that if you had a child with somebody else, it definitely would be something that it would be harder for you to leave, right? That's your point of no return. Oh, I see what you're saying. Your point of not going back to that person is that they, in separation, had a child with somebody else. That would be your no, like, forgiving. Okay. So if they cheated, basically, like if they cheated, you wouldn't, that's it, you would be done. That's your deal breaker, that's your boundary. Okay. What about you, Melvin? I agree with that, AM, because I feel like I find a lot of Tauruses that are like that. Oh, really? Yeah, 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 yeah. AM, what about, what about, would you be able to forgive something like that if you really truly love the person? Like, if you came to a point where you realize, like, oh snap, this legit is my person. Like, I can't stop thinking about this person. Like, I have to have this person, whatever the case. Like, if it was just sex, no, if it was just sex, no feelings involved or anything like that, and you weren't even really together, let's say you were in separation, you weren't really together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something, not even just that you can forgive, but do you feel that because you could forgive them, that means for you, and that's confirmation for you that you really truly are in love with this person? Melvin, you're kind of quiet over there. You're not answering my questions. What's going on over there? Hi, Christy. Scorpio Giselle, is this the one that you're asking about in the reading or no? Is this the same one? Hi, Christy. Right. Okay, I agree. AM. Okay, different. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure because I was like, don't tell me anything else. I don't want to affect the reading I'm going to do for you. Sometimes I don't like to know too much information. Yeah, no, I do know Tauruses have a tendency that they could really bug the fuck out too. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I really, truly, truly do know that. Oh, Christy, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, God. Yeah, you guys got to get out of there. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to dive into that. As soon as I get off the live, once I get Micah situated and settled, I'm gonna dive into my videos and the readings that I have to get done. So, hi, Christy. Thanks for popping on. Yeah, we're just we did a couple of readings and stuff like that earlier. We had gotten disconnected. We all came back on. I've been on for I don't know how fucking long now. I've been spending the morning with you guys because I wasn't in the greatest of moods. So, Christy, we're just asking each other like questions. We're just randomly asking each other questions and everything. Oh, you're gonna leave, Christy? All right. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So yeah, you know what's funny, AM? There was a point of an experience that I had with the Taurus one time that I remember we were bickering back and forth. Just a friend. We were bickering back and forth, but I did notice that I could tell this person didn't really want to be like mean to me or like say something bad to me that will retreat me altogether. So I remember after we had like an argument, I remember this person kind of like took a step back. This Taurus like took a step back and they just legit like they literally sat there for like a good 2 minutes without saying anything. And after the 2 minutes was gone and the fight was done, he was totally fine. Like he was like, "Do you think that we should blah blah blah?" And I remember looking and I was like, wow. I was like, he's not really gonna like fight with me. Like I was like, we're done. Like I was like, okay. I was like, all right. It was that day that I realized this person, you know, might have like thought something or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was funny. Oh, and I think that's so sweet, Melvin. Like you weren't afraid to share her with the world. Yeah, that's my thing too. Is like when I'm super proud of somebody, like I'm super proud to call them like my person. I would want to do the same thing. I'm very private, but back in the day, I would have plastered things all over, whatever the case. But I really have come to find out that because there's so many evil eyes out there and people that would really want to tarnish really amazing connections, I think sometimes it's best to just keep things in secret and in private, to be honest. Oh, no, Melvin. Because remember, like I said, this person, it wasn't even about you. It wasn't even about you. It just wasn't your person. That's all. It just wasn't your person. And I think a lot of people go through that. Like a lot of people, it's the main thing, right? It's the main thing of like, why could they do this with this person, but they couldn't do this with me? It's because it wasn't your person. It just wasn't your person. It wasn't a person who was going to look past everything for you or anything like that, you know? Hello? Hey, what do you mean, can you stay there? Well, what time? 5 or 6? Okay, but is she okay with that? As long as she's okay with that, because yeah, but you've been there. I know, but you've been there since yesterday, like all day. Like she literally took you and has had to deal with your Capricorn self all day. Are you sure? Okay. All right. No. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Love you. I miss you. Okay. Bye. Whatever. He's such a scooch. Okay. I'll be here. Bye. Sorry, guys. My son. He doesn't want to come back home to me. Oh my God. I'm so sad. I only had the dog to sleep with me last night, which was fine, but it's like, I miss my baby. I miss my baby. hear something. I live above a restaurant, guys, so that's why I'm always like, what? Um, yeah, Marvin, I know, I know. AM, I feel like that's super important is to be private. Oh, what? Did you see it? How did you see it, AM? How did you see my ceilings? Do you want to see? Hold on. This is, I have skylights. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the upstairs. I have like a loft apartment. Hold on. And then I have a window on that side, right? And then that's my other two skylights from, so I'm upstairs. Just so that you guys can see. Oh, thanks, AM. I love it too. I love it too. Like, I love it. I love it. People come here and they're like, oh my God. They're like, this is your apartment? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, this is my apartment. I was like, I worked really super fucking hard for it. Yes, I love it. All right, so that's actually perfect, guys. So he's not gonna be back for a while. So I think I might, I'm gonna stay on for 20 more minutes with questions, and then I definitely will get off because I'm gonna work on videos and member content and all that good stuff. You can't, Melvin. But Melvin, my question is because I think we're misconstruing cheating, right? If you and the person are not together and you're in separation, do you consider that cheating? Though that's what I'm saying. If you're together and they cheat, then I think obviously I feel that that's completely, to me, yes, some people it's unforgivable. But when you're in separation, if let's say shit happens, you're trying to figure out if you want to be together, like whatever. That's my question. AM, I love it. When I saw this apartment, this used to be my sister's apartment, but she's trying to get a house, so this just wasn't feasible for her anymore. And so I have me and Micah, it's 2 rooms or whatever. So I loved it. I jumped at the chance. I was like, I need it. I said, I'm gonna do my whole office. I'm not even done. I'm not even done with this office. I haven't even begun. Christy, I wasn't ignoring your question. Because we're asking questions back and forth to like each other, meaning like about each other, not like questions. But let me see. Yeah, I agree. To be honest, like I used to have like a really big problem, like I said, being private, like about stuff, but I can understand why people want to be private about their relationship because I feel like when too many cooks are in the kitchen, because you have a tendency to get jealous and then you're not trusting and then all this shit happens or whatever. But it's like, if you could really fully just entrust, and like keep it private and just to see like where it goes at first or whatever, then I feel like it's totally different. But I agree, I agree. I totally like agree. Yeah, I agree. So, but Melvin, yeah, don't feel like that. You see, and I feel like feelings like that is what get people to think like that they don't deserve love or that they're not lovable. And it's not that. It's just that you meet people along the way that you think are your people, and your soul tribe, and you think you've met the one, and it's not that. So Melvin, remember, it wasn't you, it was her. You know what I mean? You keep doing what you're doing, Melvin. You're gonna get your person. Don't you worry. Let's see. Christy, I wasn't pulling any cards, but I'm just gonna pull for you really quick to see if they say anything about the surgery. If you need to use your Christy, if you need to use your hands for like work, then yeah, because I don't think any of your blessings will come if you're not able to really use your hands. I feel so freaking hot up here. I can't even stand it right now. So Abigail, So, Christy, that's your answer. If there's something that you have to do as far as like work in regards to this and it's stopping you from like using, like your hands in order to make money, to like be prosperous, then yes, you need to have the surgery, they're saying, because it's going to start affecting your pentacles. For everybody, once you date a person and they mess up or it didn't go well, do you stop dating signs? What do you mean signs, Melvin? Like, do you stop dating that particular sign, you mean? You can have several soulmates in a lifetime, but only one twin flame. And not everybody gets a twin flame. It's not for everybody at all. It's not for everybody at all. It's not for everybody at all. But what they're saying, Christy, is that because I pulled the Ace of Pentacles for you, which means like there's new stuff coming. Like there could be like new stuff coming, but if you can't, like maneuver with your hands, then you definitely, No, because it's their entire chart that contributes to them as a person. It does. It's their entire chart, Melvin, plus how they were raised, their background, cultural differences can come into play for like a lot of things as well. So I only base something on a sign if I've had more than one experience with that particular sign. If that makes sense. So like, I've had experiences with Virgos. I've had experiences with lots of Pisces. I've had experiences with Scorpios. I've had experiences with lots of signs, but I won't cut off like certain signs because it's not feasible. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other things that contribute to it. Oh, so Abigail, sorry. There are plenty of soulmate connections. There are lots of karmic connections. But there's only one twin flame that somebody's able to have in a lifetime, and not everybody has a twin flame because and we're doing a class on this. Me and Light Girl, we're going to be doing a class on this January 11th. We're going to go over all that good stuff. We're going to go over all that good stuff. So, but that's part of you should take the class, Christy, because it's not that Kenda's wrong. It's just that unfortunately, twin flames have very different stages and cycles that have to go through before they can come into union with the good. And sometimes they don't come into union in this lifetime. Sometimes it's in another lifetime because sometimes the one twin flame doesn't want to admit the journey while the other one does. So if you're not on the same page, you know what I'm saying? So at any rate, yeah, a karmic, Abigail, is more of like a person that you felt was like your soulmate, but then you started to realize later, like on down the line, that it was more toxicity than ever, and they are teaching you lessons. Karmics are more about teaching you major life lessons. So are soulmates, but soulmates could be friends, partnerships, stuff like that. Like soulmates it could be anybody, because a soulmate is somebody who's cut from like the same cloth. And a twin flame is somebody who legit has the other part of your soul, if that makes sense. Like literally twin flames are two parties that were made with one soul, and each person has a piece of that soul. So it's like they come together. So that's why not everybody gets a twin flame. But a lot of people get soulmates and karmics, that's for sure. Because soulmates, you can end up with a soulmate. You can. And it could be nice and fabulous or whatever, but sometimes as well, soulmates teach you lessons, and all that kind of stuff. He could be karmic. I mean, it definitely sounds like he could be a karmic. But a karmic situation, you wouldn't be in love with them. You would still like feel something for them. Like you would still love them like as a person, but you wouldn't be like in love with them. Like karmics are people that eventually you end up being like, what the fuck was I thinking? It's one of those things, even though you still feel like love for them as a person, you wouldn't have any like lovey-dovey feelings at all, if that makes sense. I would teach him. He actually, I would teach him, Melvin. He actually came up one day and he was like, he started like grabbing stuff, and then he was like, and I was like, oh, I was like, don't do that to my stuff. I was like, respect for God's sake. But yeah, if he came to me, he's come to me telling me about like demons and shit like that. I would teach him. I always try to teach him what I do so that he can understand that I connect and stuff like that, because I know that he does as well. But he's at the age where he just wants to know about fucking games. He doesn't want to know about nothing else. So when I can get him to that, I am gonna talk to him about it. You know, Deborah, I think it depends, Deborah. I think it depends, because obviously I feel like a twin flame would be better, right? Because the twin flame connection is one of complete crazy connection, like crazy connection, like crazy connection. Yeah, yeah. You can pick up on the other person's energy. Like you could probably pick up if like if you find yourself doing something that maybe you're not like used to doing. Like for myself, sometimes it's overeating. Like I know when I'm overeating and I'm like eating stuff, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I know what it is. Do you know what I mean? My sister just reached 1,000 subscribers on TikTok. Yay. Yay, she did it. She's so funny. I hear you, Melvin. I hear you with that. That makes perfect sense, because it would hurt, right? You know, to know that like your person, you know, like somebody else was like cheating your person and things like that. So I know Tauruses don't like that very much. I know that. But yeah, I guess I can understand that. AM so funny. AM. AM. I'm fucking dying laughing right now. I'm dying laughing right now. AM. Do you know how many times I've done that? If I don't hear today, and that's it, I'm done. Se acabó, or whatever the case. And then all of a sudden I put that out there. Bam! I get the message. It's the most hilarious thing. It's the most hilarious thing. I feel like they could too. AM. It makes sense, right? Because I legit the other day was like, I was sitting and I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, because I'm the type of person that I would react. Normally, I react sooner than I should. So instead of giving things time, right? Because, like I said, a lot of things are not personal. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you react and you're like, what the fuck? I don't do that anymore. I legit am the most patient person ever. I just wait. And then eventually I know, bam, there's the message. And then I'm like, I'm glad I waited, because it could have been a fight. Oh, Abigail Christie. Oh my God. Well, my separation was for a couple months, I think. I think my separation was like a couple months. I wouldn't say like 100% that I've reconciled, so to speak. I think I'm just seeing what happens. I'm just seeing what the universe has for me. That's all. But it was for a while. It was for a little bit. But I knew for myself that I just knew. I knew that I feel like my twin wasn't going to be able to hold it any longer, and I was right. So that's what happens. Oh, Abigail. Oh. Oh, you think so, Scorpio? Well, I'll find out once I do your reading a little bit later. I'll find out. Yeah, I think it was just like the question that you had asked. So it's not like a super long reading or whatever, but yeah, I'll probably do like a 5 quick 10-minute answering your question for you. So don't worry. I will dig into that. Okay. All right, guys. Anybody have any more questions for me before I hop off in 10 minutes? I'm an open book. I mean, there may be some things that I won't say for other people's privacy. I, for the most part, am an open book. So, what have you guys got for me? Hi, Enza. Deborah, I'm going to be like Tyler Terrell. Don't hold on to that. Don't hold on to that mentality. Don't hold on to that mentality, Deborah. Hi, Enza. You want to take the class? Scorpio, just out here. Let me put my email because I think I have the link too, and I don't want to bother end up with so many emails too. You can email me, Scorpio Giselle, and I'll email you the link to the class tonight. Oh, you have my email already, but just you can email me and I'll send you the link to it if you want. We're practicing readings on each other. I think we might, if not, I'm not sure if we're going to go over one of the cards or not, but everybody's been practicing readings on each other and Kendra kind of just been like guiding them. So it's super fun class, very good vibes, very chill. I love it. Once I started like co-teaching it with Kinda, I never miss a class. Like I love it. It's like my thing. I love it. We love it. Our vibe is sick, which is why everybody's always hating on us, but that's okay. We will continue to do it because we love it. Yeah, Melvin, it's not, there's going to be people like that. There's going to be people like that are going to be like, I'm not going to date this freaking sign anymore, blah, blah. Just let them talk, Melvin, because I'm telling you right now, I love me a good Taurus, and I don't think I'll ever be able to shake a Taurus in my life. If I'm being honest, I don't think I'll ever be able to shake a Taurus in my life. The thing I think one of the things I love about Tauruses is that when need be, or like when they feel like it or whatever the case, they could just be very, very romantic. And I'm a very romantic person. I love romance. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay, it's a little too much. But for the most part, I really do love it. Good, Deborah. I'm glad. I just saw it really quick before you retracted it, but good. I'm glad. Oh no, AM. That's romantic for her. The twin flame is it's like a love affair, you know? The twin flame is a torrid love affair. The ones, if I'm not mistaken, AM, because like I said, we're going to be doing the class. If I'm not mistaken, all the research that I've done on twin flames is that twin flames is a romantic energy. It's not like soulmates or karmics where they could be like friends and family and shit like that. Yeah, Tauruses are very super passionate. Like I think that's why they get so upset when they are angry, because they have like all this passion behind them, and I like love it. I love the passion behind a good Taurus. I really do. Tauruses are good people. Tauruses are very good, very, very good people. AM, are you serious right now? I know you still pick up. I know you still pick up because you love them, and that's why. AM, I wanted to guess who your twin was. Can you message me? Email me. I feel like I want to know. I feel like I have to know who it is. I have to know. Will you tell me? AM, I feel like I have to know. I know that, but that still don't help me. You don't have to tell me on here. You can email me. You can be private. No, AM's not. AM's like, will you? AM, Who is it? I like have to know. I want to know. I have to know. She said I make them introduce themselves. I like have to know. My ass hurts. I've been sitting on this chair for almost 3 hours, I think. Yep, because I think I popped on like around 10, right? And it's like almost, I think I've been on here for like mad long. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me for this long. So wait, now that I have different people in here as well, hold on, before we even, because now that I have different people in here. So guys, you guys know that I told you, you guys already know, like I do personal readings. I always have, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I'm always posting different specials that I do like constantly. So like currently I have a couple of specials like career readings, love readings. I have all kinds of, hey, Big Jim. I have all kinds of readings that I do, like, and I always do specials. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you definitely should, because I'm always posting on there. And then I'm always posting like giveaways and things like that. So always make sure you follow me. But like I said, and I think AM knows because AM took part in it. I'm doing like member perks for all different types of signs. So far I just have a Pisces and a Taurus interested. But if you guys were interested in like member perks, what would you guys like to see? I've been getting feedback from everybody just to see, because I'm actually going to start doing some content for January, because it's going to be like a monthly membership where you get like personalized readings, and then you'll get generalized readings, but there'll be readings that I don't post on YouTube. This will be a special member perk type of situation. So I can do all signs. I just have, oh, Big Jim. What were you doing? I gotta go party at your house. Oh, I'm sorry, Big Jim. I'll try to be quieter. I'll be quieter. So, yeah, so I do all kinds of stuff. So if you guys, you know, if you were gonna pay for like a membership, like monthly, what would you guys like to see out of that? Like what kind of readings, you know, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to ask to get information from you guys to see what you would want. I do have Pisces and Taurus available. I do have those membership videos up. So if anybody wanted it, it's $20 for the 3 videos that I have now. And then it's going to change next month, because I'm going to change, I'm going to actually launch the membership in January that's coming up. So if anybody's interested, any Pisces or Taurus in here that want that member perk, it's $20 for the 3 videos that you get. You get the links. The links you have forever. So you'll always have them to refer back to. So you guys let me know. And then I'll have stuff coming up in January as well. Oh, your buddy showed up last night, Big Jim. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Yay. I just like, I had to know. Like, I was like, I have to know. I was like, I truly, truly have to know. Really? How late, Big Jim? Yeah, because normally you come onto the live earlier, Big Jim. And I've actually been on for quite some hours. I got on, I got disconnected. Any word from the Sag, Big Jim? That's why I don't do pop-ups. That's why I don't do pop-ups at my house. I always tell people, I'm like, I don't think so. AM, you are so funny. Oh my God. Okay, so no, it wasn't who I was thinking. Oh, that sounds fun. Reality TV. Me and my mom used to do that. Oh, I might like mimosas. Isn't that with champagne and like orange juice? Isn't that a mimosa? right? Yeah. Girl, I was drinking champagne on the wine and tarot night. The champagne is my new shit. I think my taste buds went up and got choochy. I got real like, ooh, champagne. Yeah, the hit real nice. Not like tequila. And that's really hard for me to say because I am a tequila gal. But that champagne, it hit the right way. It hit the right way, I will tell you. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? All right. Okay. Cool beans. All right, guys. I would stay on, but I'm going to start getting ready on the videos that I'm going to do. And then we have tarot class tonight. So if you're interested in the tarot class, let me know. Drop me an email, and then I can send you the link. Because I feel so bad. I feel like everybody's always emailing Kinda, and I know she gets bombarded with emails. Gin, cucumber, and club soda. That actually doesn't sound bad. I do love cucumber. Class is at 6 Eastern and then 3 Pacific, Scorpio. So I don't know what state you're in, but like me in New York, it would be 6 o'clock for me. And then like 3 hours ahead of time for Kinda. So it's like 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. This particular one, Deborah, is free for right now. We're just kind of like getting it started and stuff like that. So this one's free. It's completely free for right now. Yeah, we're just trying to, we're going to streamline it eventually, but for right now, it's free. And we're just kind of like all just, we're kind of just like all vibing with each other, you know, so, and it's so fun. We all have like an amazing time. So make sure you come with the posy vibes because Kinda and I are just not down with the nonsense anymore. We're just not down with it. We're just not down with it. Posy vibes only. Posy vibes only. Yes, it's been super fun. Like everybody's reading for each other now, like practicing, like it's just super fun. And Kinda and I really just guide, you know, we help just guide you guys. So it's super fun. You should check it out for sure. Deborah, I'll message. Are you interested in coming, Deborah? I can message you the link. I'll message you the link to the class. Yes, posy vibes. Sometimes Amber and her coworkers are drinking on there in the tarot class. So you bring positive vibes. Whatever you want to do is fine. I probably won't be drinking because I don't have anything, but I will still bring my positive energy for sure. So yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, so just message me if anything. Like I said, you guys know I have the member perks coming up. So pay attention to that. Go follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you have not already, guys. I'm always posting stuff on there. So just make sure to check it out. And you guys know I go live all the time, very randomly. So stay tuned. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for helping me with my mood. I feel so much better. I'm actually going to get a lot of shit done now. So thank you guys so much. I love your vibes. I love it, love it, love it. So Deborah, it should be 6 for you, I think. Right? North Carolina, it should be 6 o'clock for you. Because you're, right? I would assume that you're here on the East Coast. I'm not good at geography. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I suck at geography. That's the one worst thing because I don't go nowhere. Bye, Big Jim. Thanks for hopping on. I hope your head gets better. I'm sorry. I know what that feels like. All right. Okay, guys. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you tonight or when I do a live again.